All right, let's get started for today. A couple of really exciting announcements. Sketchtumber has officially launched, and it is hosted through my Discord. On my Discord, I submit this schedule, and the schedule has a prompt a day, and you are allowed to use any medium you want. You are allowed to model it, as someone asked earlier. You're allowed to sketch it. You're allowed to ink it traditionally, digitally. Of course, you're allowed to sketch it and submit it to the Sketchtumber text channel on the Discord. And that's it. Everyone submitted their frogs so far, which is really, really fun. There's a couple people on call, but I just wanted to show you guys the frogs that we've got going on here. Hella frogs today. So someone said they're stumped. Someone said they're all frogged out. The first prompt of day 1 of September is frog on a stump. And the submissions are all so cute and so unique from each other. I love it. Oh my gosh, look at this one. So adorable. Look at this little boy. Oh my gosh, they're all, some people can color them. Yep, you can color them if you want. They look great. Oh my gosh, someone did a hand sketch. Love that. Love the shadows on this one. Great work. Yes, you are allowed to use references. By all means, do it. Please join us for Sketchtumber. It's really fun. It's wonderful. Everybody's sketching. Everybody's moving. Their hands are moving, and that's what's important. So Portrait Studio sales and my my masterclass will be on sale at the start of October. Huge sale, just like a 1-week sale, but it'll be a gigantic sale, about 50% off up to, and that'll be really fun. So keep a lookout for that. I'm going to announce it every critique hour from now until the 1st. If you are interested in buying either, just wait a little bit, like wait a month, and you can get both for really, really cheap. Along with the rest of my brushes. So all apprentices who sign up through Patreon, that's a $20 tier, this month will get a daily figure drawing challenge. And it won't just be a figure drawing challenge for still images, it'll be animated images as well, from animations to moving pictures, gestures from movies, gestures from games, all of that. The references roll in as the month goes by, and students are expected to paint or sketch, 4 sketches a week. If they pick a video, that counts for one of the, one of the sets that you're supposed to do a week. Please consider joining if you are interested in raising your figure drawing skills, your anatomy skills, rotation, stacking, proportion and sizing and scale. We're covering all of that. And everything that I know about figure drawing, everything that I know about figures and anatomy will go into that. And I can't wait to get started because it'll be really, really fun going through people's sketches. We're going to talk about line economy, line efficiency. Please consider joining as a patron. And you can join as just a $1 patron. That's also encouraged. It's just $1 a month, but it goes a long way to supporting our class, so I can keep running this Discord. I can keep running all these challenges for everyone. I can keep going into Sketchtober and all of that. It really frees up my time through Patreon. So if you want to show some support, if you've learned something from my class, please consider joining as $1. That's just $1 a month, watcher. I know you may say the next person might do it, but please consider doing it yourself. If I can get everybody on board, it'll be a really, really strong back community. To submit your work for critique, go to istebrak.com and click on the subreddit icon, or join us on our Discord community by clicking the community tab and clicking here to join the Discord. And you'll be able to submit all your work for critique there. Excuse me, Mr. Frog. I want to take a look at this one, and I want to talk about what the problem is with it. So it seems like his gesture and his expression are so calm in comparison to the fire sword that he's holding at the back of his head. This much energy that's just ready to he's just on the last frame of the keyframes. Like the next frame is a forward motion, which is what you're supposed to do with illustrating. You're not supposed to paint the in-between frames. You're not supposed to paint medium emotion Write that back to me. Don't paint medium emotion. Don't paint the middle ground emotions. Don't paint the in-betweens. Write that all back to me. The reason why is because those aren't the frames that are interesting. Those are the boring frames. You're supposed to paint the extreme frames. You're supposed to pick those extreme frames from, just like in figure drawing, you pick the extreme frames of the motion, just like in animation. The animators animate the main frames and then sketch the in-betweens later. They'll even hire out for people to sketch the in-betweens. So how do we transform this guy so it doesn't look like an in-between frame anymore? It looks like a keyframe. So I opened up Portrait Studio, and for those who don't know what Portrait Studio is, it's my reference generation app and software, which will soon be an app. It basically lets you control the camera, the model, and the lighting, the three main things you need to do anything. So what I'm going to do is actually just keep Portrait Studio open on the side and keep our little buddy here open. So I'm just going to have him open. Basically imitate everything. So there's the wind up. He's winding his torso up. All right, but not just that. He's tilting the torso, taking a big deep breath in. That's where you missed out. He just looks like he's posing for a picture. He doesn't look like he's winding up his body and taking a deep breath in and then just whacking his enemy, right? So we need to take a deep breath in and then whack our enemy. And so I'm going to move the arm and I'm going to move the torso even more just so we have that wind up. And now it really looks like he's about to do something. I'm going to keep the legs spread in something of a lunge. And I'm going to let that front leg kind of bend forward. Whoopsie, wrong joint. All right, and I'm just going to pivot his leg so that his heels seem more grounded. Really, it's the heels that make it all happen. I'm going to raise this leg up and I'm going to tilt his toes forward. So it looks like he's actually lifted up. The wind up is starting. Just these changes alone have made him look so much more interesting. All right, and then I'm going to focus on the camera. So I haven't taken a picture yet. I hope you know what that means. It means that right now we're just looking objectively at the gesture. We're just looking at the anatomy separate from the camera work. Camera work, framing in cinema is separate from a separate stage of development when you're building references on Portrait Studio, is separate from gesture experimentation. We haven't taken a picture yet. Don't pose your Portrait Studio model on camera with the camera pointing at it. Remember, in movie making, they set up the set first and then they start using the main camera shots that are in the storyboard. Right now, we're not storyboarding. We're just checking out a more believable active gesture that really feels like he's about to kick some ass. All right, and then I'm bending that. I'm raising that gesture up, that arm up. I'm bending that arm, twisting, bending to the best of my ability from this angle so it looks like he's holding some kind of sword. Bending. All right. I just want to get that feeling like he's holding up that sword, whatever it is. Okay, and then is the tilt. So he's completely raised his arms up at maximum capacity. That means the joint, which you can move on in Portrait Studio, that means the joint moves up. But he wants to keep his eye on his enemy, right? So he's looking down at his enemy. He's also breathing in. And then if you want to, you really want to, I will just like exaggerate that back stretch even more. So now it really looks like he's about to strike his enemy. And now we take a good picture. I'm just going to jump into Liquify and apply all those. So what did I do with the torso? I made it look like it was taking a deep breath in. Let's work on the face. First of all, it doesn't make sense to the character. We need those eyes open, because then what else is he doing? Like trying to seduce the guy who's about to cut in half? That makes no sense. Right, and I really want to open the eyes up even more. All right, and then I'm just going to throw a little bit of the light, the universal light nearby, whatever might be nearby. Action scenes in general, just they eat up the whole scene. We need to show what the viewer will see if they were fighting him. The lighting is a little bit troubled because you've got this flaming sword, which is the only light source visible nearby, and you've got almost no response to it on any of the body. And then I'm going to illuminate. So remember, light needs to be bright, light needs to glow, light needs to land, and light needs to bounce. So the next thing I'm going to do is just a little bit of bloom, a little bit of glow. You should pick a better canvas size, a better canvas type. You should do something like that where we have a wider, you know, like it's like a movie. It's not really a vertical canvas. It's not a horizontal canvas. It's a tile. It's just a square. And so you don't know where to put it. So before, after, do you see that difference? He lunged right at us. Okay, thank you everyone for watching today. I really, really appreciate it. Sketchtember is live. Sketchtember is on. Everybody is drawing their sketches. Tomorrow's prompt is going to be the hookah smoking caterpillar from Alice in Wonderland. Everyone's going to be sketching their version of that. Please join us on Discord. To join us on Discord, go to the community tab right here and click on the Discord link right here. Today I used Portrait Studio. That's what I used to create this reference with. Portrait Studio is a reference generation software Abu and I developed, and it lets you control the camera, the model, and the lighting to pose whatever the heck it is you want for your illustrations. And it's available on my store, so istebrak.com/store, along with my masterclass. But it will be on sale in October 1st. From October 1st to the 8th, there will be a sale. It'll be really, really low. Lowest it'll be before Christmas time, where it'll be up to 55% off. That's the lowest I do in the year is Christmas time, but this is the second lowest, and it's the fall sale I've been talking about. And that'll be October 1st. That, along with my masterclass, will be on sale, and all my brushes. And to get your work critique, just go to istebrak.com, click on the subreddit icon here. This is where I selected today's work to be critiqued. If you scroll down, you'll be able to find it. And everybody posts their 14-day challenges here. They post their, they critique each other, illustrations, sketches, all of that. And this is where people will post their Harvest Goddess submission for the Harvest Goddess Design Challenge. If you don't know what that is, watch this video. It's my latest video. We are sketching this September, the September Art Renaissance. I cover Harvest Goddess information. I also posted a video to YouTube about the Harvest Goddess. And you can join us on Discord. Again, go to the community to share your process, but make sure you submit it to the subreddit. I won't be selecting them through the Discord, only through the subreddit. Thank you everyone for joining. I'll see you guys next week, Tuesday the 6th at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. And I will be hanging out tonight on the Discord doing my sketch. Bye guys.